Yeah, we've got a transmission coming in.
10-4.
Yeah, Brian, it's looking more and more like the Arizona Coyotes of the National Hockey League will be relocating to Utah next season.
Players and management has been told they are on their way. They will play next season in Salt Lake City.
The state is a sports state, which leads me to this.
Yes, it is. Welcome in live to the Delta Center. It is time to meet Utah's NHL franchise.
I'll answer it for him for the umpteenth time.
What?
That's right. Welcome back to the Puck Drop Podcast. I am Cole, the NHL Music Man Chapman. I'm here with Lieutenant Dangle D, Destin Edgington, and we're here with our third guest. Wow. See, I can't keep numbers.
It's because you're drinking up.
It's because I'm drinking bucked up. I can't keep track of how many guests.
Well, I'll go ahead and shout it out. Hey, bucked up.
This is Bucked Up on the Puck Drop.
Thank you.
Bucked Up.
Right
that
on,
is
we are hyped right now.
Bucked Up Energy. Hey, shout out to Bucked Up Energy. Huge supporter there. And Hockey Stops, obviously. You guys, Hockey Stops, that's with a Z. Make sure you check them out. They are doing big things here in Utah. Support local. I know that there's a lot of stores out there that are big and they might have like a bigger storefront or anything like that. Just, you know what? Hockey Stops is local. Make sure you support them. They have a new shop opening up soon in Logan, Utah, in the Cache County. So make sure you support them. They are awesome. Corey is awesome, and he's coming on the podcast soon as well. So with that being said, our I don't know how many numbered guest, Gabe Gauthier.
Gauthier,
God,
dude, come on, man.
I ruined it already.
No Gauthier.
Gabe Gauthier.
All right.
Gauthier.
I always tell people you're not the last or the first or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I said before the show, is my name is different. It's like Eddington over here.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. Edgington.
It's Edgington.
Love it.
So there's
learn those edges, bro.
you definitely got to learn those edges. It's like different.
Great name for a hockey player.
But as I was telling Edgington here, is like it depends who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And then how you say my name.
Yep.
So quick story. When I was playing in the BCHL as a 15-year-old, I went up there from California. The announcers there asked me, how do I want my name pronounced? So I didn't know there was any other way. So they said, well, it's French Canadian. It's Gauthier. I said, well, I grew up Gauthier. Okay. Gauthier sounds so much better when I score a goal, right?
Yeah.
Gauthier.
Yeah, Gauthier.
Let's hear it. Not too hard in the mic.
Go, Gabe Gauthier.
See, so much better than Gauthier. Yeah. So, like, if I'm talking to customer service, I'll say Gauthier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But in the sports
this
world,
is
it's
Amazon.
It's got that French to it. That's what
Yeah.
him and I actually kind of argued over that. It was like Gauthier?
Yeah.
I said Gauthier, and you're like, it's Gauthier.
And then
I
he
was like,
gets
no.
here, and I'm like, all right.
It's Gauthier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is French Canadian. My dad's originally from Manitoba, St. Boniface, Manitoba. So
What brought you down this way then? I mean, obviously your career. Let's hear it.
to Utah?
Yeah, well, just in general.
In general, man,
So I
it's
want to
a
do
long story.
Yeah, very
going.
long story. I want to do a quick
story.
shout out though. So
Yes.
you're the first person on the Puck Drop podcast that has played in the NHL.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Until you get Trevor Lewis on here.
Yeah, we'll get him on. We'll get him on.
You better holler at him.
He's a good he's a good guy.
So you got called up. Let's just
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
How was that? Explain what it's like to play in the NHL and what it's like to
Even
get
get-
called up.
Yeah.
to get
From
there.
the AH was it
it was Manchester,
AHL?
yeah. So
Okay.
I signed as a free agent with the Los Angeles Kings out of the University of Denver. And
Go
it was
DU.
Yeah, go DU. It was awesome too because I grew up in Southern California. I was a Kings fan. So
Oh, cool.
signed as a free agent right out of college and went to training camp. Didn't make the cut at that camp. No big deal. Got sent down to Manchester. Played in Manchester. Had a real great rookie season. Played with John Zeiler and Matt Molson.
Cool.
And towards the end of that season, the Kings weren't doing that well statistically, and they're all about player development.
Of course.
So it was around March. I got the call up. It was after a game. We were playing in Hershey. It was a Friday night.
Oh yeah.
And then I got the
Playing
call.
Little Cheesers or
No, it was the chocolate factory.
I know.
So,
That's what I'm saying. You playing Little Cheesers up in there?
no, just
I know.
plugging the roads.
I'm talking
so.
schmaltz.
Anyway, moving along.
Yeah.
So got the call that night. It was like midnight.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, my coach called me. He's like, you're being called up to LA. And it's like, awesome, calling everyone I knew.
Yeah.
First game was in Dallas. So they flew me from New Hampshire to Dallas. And it was a Sunday afternoon game. And I started. So, I'm like, and I got called up because I think it was Camilleri got hurt that year.
Yeah.
It was, I think, Kopitar's rookie season, I believe it was.
Dude.
Go ahead.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Played for Tampa. Kopitar. Holy shit. Really?
Andre Kopitar.
Yeah. Ooh.
So,
all right, keep going.
Destin's blushing.
Yeah. I'm not. I know. No.
And so coach goes, Gauthier, your line's going to start. Awesome. All right. So
really?
Yeah. Starting lineups, we skate out there. I skate out, helmet off, all that stuff. That's when I had hair,
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. I give myself a haircut.
Don't ask me.
I haven't paid for a haircut in like 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Hello. Nothing there. I just tell people I sneeze so hard it falls through my chin.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So,
yeah,
let it ride, dude.
It's a big one. I don't see. That's the thing. I don't have my beard doesn't grow magnificently like that.
You know what?
I don't need beard cream.
He holds his farts in. That's why he's got good hair.
It's like a chia pet.
Chia.
Oh man, this is awesome. It's like comedy hour too.
Right, yeah.
Well, no, we're having fun.
Last comic standing.
Yeah.
I know.
So starting lineup against Dallas, Mike Modano was facing off. Yuri Lettinen, Jussi Jokinen, Sergei Zubov, and then Philippe Boucher were on the back end.
No way.
And then Marty Turco was in net. So like this is back in 2000.
The golden age, man.
This is 2006, 2007.
Yeah, the golden era, dude.
So that was good, and we ended up losing in overtime because Mike Modano just wristed one over our goalie's glove side. But
titty.
Yeah, it was top cheddar, man. Top cheddar. So
Well, don't beat yourself up over it.
No, I was on the bench. I only played like 2 minutes that night.
Shut up.
So they started the game.
I don't
all right.
care. You got to sit on the bench, dude.
I know. So it's started the game, got a couple shifts, dumped the puck in, changed, and then and got off. So
that's incredible, though.
But yeah,
what was the vibe like? Was it just like a different energy? Just holy shit! Like I made it. Like
it was. Yeah, it was a different. Different energy.
Nervous?
For sure.
Any nerves?
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Well, and I've said this before, but doesn't even correlate with anything that you have and had and have going for you furthermore now.
Yeah.
But when I was 12 and I made a AA team, like I say, my mom, I didn't know if she was crying because I made the damn team.
Or she had to pay for
Or
it.
she had to pay for it.
You watch all of our episodes.
Yeah.
There's no way that you knew that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or volunteer. That's another thing. Is I got to volunteer for something.
It was bucked up.
On the puck drop.
Puck drop, buck top. No, I know. But yeah, everything was so surreal. It just was. And then, it was bringing it back home to Southern California. So that first game in LA had 100 and plus friends and family that came to the game. But
awesome.
Yeah, we were only allowed 2 tickets, and
And they came just at their own
Well,
will. Paid
of
for their
course.
own,
And unfortunately, I wasn't making enough to buy.
right? Yeah.
I was just a call up, you know.
But they came there to support.
But that's
Right?
exactly
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna
That's so
watch
cool.
their
So it
son
was
go
a-
kick some ass.
it was a lot of fun.
Hey, no family like hockey family.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
No, and then it was that like there was a good group of Southern California guys
Yeah.
that also got NHL time. You know, Brett Sterling, Brian Salcedo. It was awesome for the movement of Southern California hockey.
Well,
You know?
and don't get it twisted. California's got some good hockey.
Yeah,
I mean, the goals.
Now.
I remember playing against them, and they shelled out.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It was like, I mean, I don't know the extent of all of the teams, granted, but they have good hockey.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
very good hockey.
well, and it stems from a little bit of a nickel and dime,
Yeah.
not a Buffalo nickel, but
Betcha.
Still don't know what that is. No, I'm just kidding.
I know
But
Now I do.
yeah,
this guy,
so funny.
turd,
Yeah,
such a turd.
turd burglar.
So where did that lead you to?
burglar.
I assume that like after this short time in the NHL, which is respectable, right?
Yeah.
And your professional hockey league career, where did all of that take you down? You're doing a lot of
Community.
camps, community
Community
youth.
assets.
Grassroots.
So I assume
Yes.
all of that kind of led into what you're doing now. As a guy that's too old to play in the NHL, no
Yeah.
offense. I
No,
mean,
I know.
all of us
Hold
are,
on.
right?
What brought you?
Yeah.
What took you to Utah?
Yeah, so to kind of cut everything, it's a long story. So
I got time.
yeah, I know you do. But according to our clock,
Oh no, we got plenty of time.
when I retired from playing the game of hockey, that was in 2013, 2012, 2013.
I just graduated high school.
Really? Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
No,
awesome.
we graduated in 09,
I
bro.
got kicked out.
Don't make us sound
going,
that young.
keep going.
So I always had, obviously I have a passion for hockey.
Yeah.
It's in my blood.
Absolutely.
But the other thing too is just being fortunate. Like I didn't grow up wealthy. Like we had to earn everything.
Yeah.
And that's where even me leaving to go play at a young age, it was a thing that like we had to do. Like if I wanted to pursue my career, I had to leave. So it was about giving back to the community, giving back to the sport. And when I finished playing, I knew right away I was getting into hockey from a different perspective. I was also in communications, broadcasting throughout college and even before in junior. I always just loved doing interviews, loved talking hockey.
Yep.
It was just a natural thing. And so I got into broadcasting. I got into doing color commentary. And then I got into coaching. And so that coaching brought me to Vegas, where I helped develop all the youth hockey from 2014 to about December of 2017, so 2018.
Go DU.
Ryan
Yes.
Smith is going to be mad that I'm wearing your
That's what I'm
T-shirt
saying.
here, but
That's what
Well,
I'm saying. Go
and
DU.
that's fine. Like, but that's the thing. It's like there's always going to be that competition,
Right.
and if you do things the right way, you're going to
value
grow it.
and value and, grow.
and value, and that's what the Knights have done. So it's if you're going to look at a template,
yeah.
right? A template, so a 10-year template, because that's when I first started, and everyone's like, there's no hockey in Vegas, and how are you going to, just like in Arizona, how are you going to have hockey in the desert? Let alone how are you going to have hockey.
Well, we just took hockey from the desert.
I know.
So let's go.
But then
Exactly.
I had to battle the whole, Sin City and the Vegas and the glam and all that stuff. And like I ran a junior team and we started high school programming, and it was doing things the right way, communication, education,
Big time.
education,
Well, hey,
Edgington-cation.
Education.
yeah.
Education. Hey, I did graduate with a 3.4, by the way.
That's
So,
good. Anything above a
Yeah.
3.0, good job.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can hate on it, but
Yeah.
I had good grades.
So love coaching, love developing. And then once the Knights came in, I moved on to another program in Colorado, doing somewhat similar, but it was already an established program, and ran that through 2021. Once 2021 happened, it was more of like just a change, and I got into college recruiting. So it was less from the player development, and I got into the college recruiting to just educate families and players in the path, right?
And
this is all
the movement of moving forward.
And so this is all like freelance work, right? Like you're self-employed.
No, so I worked for a company for 3.5 years, and now I'm self-employed with what I'm doing for G28 Athletics.
Love it.
As far as running camps, eventually
Shout
get
out
into
G28 Athletics.
So G28,
Let's get that moving. Let's get that moving.
G28hockey.com. I just
check it out. We'll throw up their website on our
I
thing.
just built
Absolutely.
it. So just
Beautiful.
built it myself. G28 Athletics at Instagram. But anyway, I'm also working for another company called Snap Mobile, which is online donations, mobile fundraising for sports organizations, youth clubs, etc.
Is that kind of a, and I don't even want to say it, but like kind of like a type thing?
Sort of, but without the communication part.
Yeah.
It's more like a crowdfunding,
Okay.
social donation,
Okay.
but legal.
Right. Well, that's why I tucked away a little bit. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I'm not
over
trying to
here
take
like,
away
what?
from what you
that's
have.
the thing. Yeah. So, and that's the thing is like the company I work for, in 10 years has raised over $800 million, and
Is that like a nonprofit or?
yeah. So we're
I would
basically
assume.
like so we're fundable. So we collect
Yeah.
funds from other people
to navigate
navigate towards the organization,
Amazing.
of what they need to raise.
I love that.
So we do all the networking, we do all the outreach, we do
and
all the hard work.
And with that being said, that's going to help youth hockey grow even more.
Tremendously.
Yeah.
Without,
Financials, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Hockey's not cheap.
No.
It's very expensive. And don't hesitate to throw your kids into hockey because the community will help you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Huge shout out to you on last episode with Jay. And Jay, shout out to Don
everybody.
Korth. So
all of us.
donations. There's
Yes.
donation drives. If you're looking for hockey gear, there is donation drives that happen here in Utah.
I've got plenty.
Make sure you join. Make sure you join the hockey pages. Don Korth is a huge asset on that, and I know that we've been in communication with him.
Yeah.
He's going to come on, but he puts together donation drives where people donate hockey gear. If you're looking to get into the hockey sport,
Just
do a little research.
Reach out to Cole or myself, or
We'll
even
help you. Yep.
This,
And if you're in Cache County, southern Utah.
To go on that subject, one, I'll answer the financial part, the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's one of the most expensive sports out there for youth sports, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, where it gets pricey is when you get into travel, quote unquote travel.
Right.
Okay.
And is there so just
and
real
ice
quick?
time.
Is there?
I mean, there's variables, but
The variables,
yes.
but more the travel and
real
and then
quick,
that's ice time.
Is there an avenue that? So I know that travel. It sounds awesome, right? Like travel teams, like, oh, we're going out of state. Like it seems like those are the upper tiers of youth hockey. Is there other avenues that people can go down that aren't travel, where they can still get good experience, good teammates, good, this and that, good, good coaches?
That's the rec league.
Yeah,
That's kind of what we were kind of pertaining to with
Yeah.
getting involved.
So there's state play.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna have to get involved in travel, no matter what. But it's how you define the travel.
Right.
So that's the difference, Cole. Right? Because with ice rinks, there's not a rink on every corner like a park, right? Or a school. So even recreationally, you still have to. Yeah. You can play an in-house rec. So that's where the facility puts on their own, almost like a YMCA or an after-school kids program. That's where there's no travel involved. They come to the rink twice a week, once for a practice, once for a game.
And you got a field down. And so with that being said, I've got a question. Being Southern Utah, right? Where or how do they have a rink? Are they building more rinks?
Okay.
Like I've heard a lot of speculation.
I've seen your posts. It looks beautiful down there, man.
Yeah, and
It's
I've heard a lot of
amazing.
speculation that's going on with
Let's dive into that. We're obviously
We've
short,
got plenty of
somewhat on time.
So, and we can do
Plenty of time.
different segments.
Go wherever you want to go.
But I'll speak on this because it also goes back to the equipment donation and also expenses. So KJ's Ice Barn is going to be the first permanent in-ground ice rink in Southern Utah, and that's going to be in Enoch. So outside of Cedar.
Yep. Let's put the link up. I'm sure they have a website. And
They got
by now.
everything. KJ's Ice Barn.
Yep.
And they just announced youth hockey registration. So in-house recreational registrations, learn to play, learn to skate, and then also adult league. So,
well deserved. I love to see that.
So everything's up, and that's where that facility is built on a community.
And it looks so good. I've seen your posts and whatnot.
Love it.
It's
looks
built on a
awesome.
community. It's built on an amazing story. That in itself, like if you guys can
I
get.
know you had a lot of part of doing that.
Well,
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. So
I'm going to give credit where credit is due, and shout out to everybody here.
Yeah, but like the thing is what Chad Fain has been doing there, and his late wife Carrie, what they started with the Yeti program, the Southern Utah Yeti, is amazing because they had a seasonal rink. So they were only operating for 3.5, 4 months, if that, for the last 15 years.
Wow.
What?
Correct.
And they kept it going for that long.
Kept it
Wow.
going.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Holy cow. Shout out to that. That is
Exactly. And
awesome.
that's why.
They need to pick that up.
No.
Come on.
And this is where,
That's-
and I
the community, thank
yes.
you.
So
Thank you.
there's, and I got to look into this, but there's the Craftville through the NHL where they choose an arena that's a great story to give back to the community, and then they have an NHL like preseason or exhibition.
Oh, no
Let's go.
way.
So maybe we can get them on the ballot for the Craftville.
Everybody take a look at the camera and go, come on, Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Come on,
let's
Ryan.
get them on the Craftville.
Ryan Smith, let's go.
Yeah.
Come
Ryan.
on. I know you got to
Ryan.
be seeing this by now.
Ryan,
Come on.
we're looking at you. No.
So anyway, so they're going to be open October 4th is going to be the grand opening.
Cool.
Awesome.
They're going to have a U20 USPHL Premier team. I'm going to be working with them as a skills coach. And then eventually, and this is where, other episodes you've had, and then even with Jay Stevens, there's going to be more that's going to be built in in Utah, in St. George, et cetera. And that's why I'm here.
And it's so close to his
To Vegas,
alternate favorite team.
Correct.
Now.
And shout out to you because I'm sure you're a
you're-
huge part of that, right?
Absolutely.
What
thank
you're
you.
doing is
No,
awesome.
no, for sure.
Because that's what I did in Vegas. So with the Fains, Chad Fain and even that Cedar City group, we worked with them to essentially give them more ice time, and worked out a deal where they would just travel down. We'd cover the ice costs, we'd cover the refs, we'd have an exhibition, and we beat them, but they progressed so much.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is like they had fun.
Yeah.
And
You know what? Like win or loss, it's something new.
yeah,
you
and
know?
here's a funny story. So it all comes back full circle. I'm playing in the Red Rock Ball Hockey League, okay? And I'm not one to like boast or talk about myself. Like I'm not.
Well, no, you can boast.
Go ahead. You're on the puck drop.
No, but just in
Yeah,
natural.
yeah.
Like I'm just very modest. I'm
the same.
calm
No,
like a fly on the wall.
Enjoy
Yep.
yourself.
Yep.
But
This is your time.
anyway, at the Red Rock Ball Hockey, one of the guys is like, "Oh, you played in the NHL. You played in Vegas, or you worked in Vegas. All this stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And we got to talking, and that kid, now a man, he's like 26 years old. So at the time he was 16, was part of that Cedar City group that came down to Vegas and he still remembers it. He's like, dude, that was the best part. Like
awesome.
we get to come down and we were able to play, you know, in Vegas and play some good competition.
Like,
He's like, man, that was so cool.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much. Give a squeeze.
And he's like,
shit.
you were the one that I'm like, yeah, I helped put that together. So it's cool. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like no fan like hockey fan, but we're getting close to wrapping up.
We're getting close. So I think we're gonna touch a little bit more on.
Yeah.
I think you have more of a story that
There's
we need to
it's
talk
like a
about.
book.
So much.
Yeah. So
I need a ghostwriter.
yeah. So there will
I don't know
be
how to write.
there will be a second
Or your
part.
edges.
We're not going to do a
Trying.
part 2. It's not going to be a second release on Thursday like we normally do with our part 2s. We're going to drop his second episode just before the season starts. We're going to talk about the Utah Hockey Club and what he thinks about the team and where they can progress. But as of right now, like we've still got more to talk about. You've got some NCAA rings here that
there's
we
a
need to
lot.
discuss.
Yeah, that one
You've
of
won
them's
some
not going home.
championships. They're very nice. They're very heavy, and we got the
Trade you a
pleasure of
Buffalo
wearing
nickel.
them.
It's probably more. It's probably worth more. The Buffalo Nickel.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. 1893.
But for now, Gabe,
2004.
what shout outs do you have? I mean, we've got enough time to give you the floor of shouting out whatever you want to shout out right now with
Let's
what
go
you're
St.
doing
George.
and Southern Utah. Anything.
I mean, literally,
Let's
like
hit
hockey.
it.
Let's make hockey be better in the desert than Arizona. We already stole it from them.
Exactly. So we did. So and now let's make it better. Right.
Yeah.
And so that's why my family, we moved to Southern, not only because it's beautiful, you know,
Of course.
but looking from it as a crystal ball, like this is the next place that hockey's going to grow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And to help the new NHL team do things right, to establish a fan base, to establish a great ownership, because that's also the flaw to the Coyotes was their ownership, and they lost a lot of fan base, and that can be a whole nother episode, but that's what I don't want to see here. I don't want to see that for the game of hockey. I don't want to see that for SEG and Ryan Smith. Absolutely. And so that's where working with the Fanes at KJ's Ice Barn, working with Tommy Rupp and Corey Henwood at the Red Rock Ball Hockey, another plug right there. So Red Rock Ball Hockey, amazing group. Okay,
Let's go, boys.
Our season starts on the 17th here. They've been going for 4 years strong. It really is an amazing group. And the rink we play at, you're starting to stink things up here, man. The flies are coming up.
They're coming to you, bud.
The rink we're playing out of is actually the boards are donated by the Cedar City group. So when they retired their outdoor rink, they gave them the boards. So it's all just giving it back.
Cool.
Oh, really?
It's awesome.
That's cool.
I love
That's
it.
cool.
Incredible.
Love
Alrighty.
it. So thanks for tuning in. Again, this has been the Puck Drop Podcast with Gabe Gauthier. Did I nail it?
Good.
Gabe Gauthier. Go, Gabe Gauthier. Yeah, we love it.
It
sounds so much better.
It's so much better. Yeah.
You almost
From a
Give me a buck top.
From a, and hey, cheers to that.
Yes.
Bucked up on the puck drop.
Bucked up, man. Love it.
That's bucked up and pucked up. We'll see you next
Don't get
time.
it
Don't forget, the second part of this episode is going to release just before the season starts. We're going to dive into the Utah Hockey Club, talk about the team, talk about the potential, and it's just going to keep getting better. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.